Okay. This is gonna cause some panic. Does anybody know how to fly this again? Could you imagine, like, if you're like sitting on a plane and it's like, and then you get like a
like the whole like you get a message like,
over.
So, hello, we're just experiencing turbulence at the moment. Also, does anyone know how to fly a plane?
Oh, there we go.
You realize?
I know, I used a special by accident.
No. That's an exact joke from the movie Airplanes.
Is that what it is?
Yeah.
Oh, was that where it was from? Okay.
Yes. That was if I remember correctly, that's the exact joke they made in the comedy film Airplanes.
Oh god. I don't know why I do this though. Back in my younger days, like before we went to the before we went flying the next day or the next night, for some reason when I'm watching TV, I always wind up watching Air Crash Investigators before.
Why?
I don't know.
Who does that?
Apparently I do, because I was a kid. And that's all I got to watch that was actually interesting.
Oh my god. Yeah, that's a great thing to watch before you go on a flight. Oh wow, I wonder how this airplane crashed. Oh, some stupid ass kid was playing some stupid ass toy on his like, can you imagine if like your parents, like, it's not so much they were actual episodes, but really that's just pre-recordings they made just to scare you into like behaving on the plane.
Oh no, that would be bad, but also
that's bad parenting actually. It's like, look, it's bad parenting to scare your kids into behaving.
No,
or
you
maybe,
know what's really bad is if you had those.
It depends on like the degree of scaring your kids. Like, if you it's kind of like
okay, if it's too much, then it is too much. But then you gotta need a limit.
It's like an Arrested Development where it's been a while. I've never actually watched Arrested Development. I watched a lot of YouTube clips.
Oh yeah.
Where the father, he like, so in order to teach his kids, like,
what did he do?
These like life lessons. He has this one guy who has no, like, he's missing an arm.
Oh.
And so whenever there's one where he's driving them to buy milk because someone apparently forgot to leave a note.
Oh.
So he calls the guy, and then he's like runs him over, and he loses his arm. Like, he has a fake arm on.
Yeah,
so then his arm just sort of rips off, and then he's like, and then like the father's like, "Oh, look what happened! If only someone left the note, and we wouldn't have have had to done this." And then the guy who, like, he's missing his arm is like, "And that's why, kids, you always leave a note."
Oh, you know what it reminds me of when you said it? Scared Straight.
What?
I haven't seen it for myself, but I saw like thumbnails of it in YouTube, where like these kids were like brought to a prison, like this, like basically saying this is what happens.
Pretty messed up.
I know, but like, this is what happens if you do not make the right choices in life or whatever.
Scared
but the thing is,
straight.
yeah, but the thing is, I do not know because I haven't seen it for myself, like what the video is about. Yeah, eat my missiles, bitch.
I feel like that's just. I mean, you know what? I think that might be a thing where like they occasionally bring kids into like prisons just to meet like convicts, just showing like this is not the life you should be living. As if like it's a. I'm not sure if that's really a
right way to go about things, you say?
I don't know. Okay, like in my head, I'm like just going through like the merits of doing this.
Oh shit! I hate this enemy.
Like, there's like, you know what I mean? Like, there are some merits, but then you got the off chance that that kind of lifestyle becomes appealing to some kids. Like, as if like, oh, dude, sweet, I can do all this, that like crimes and all that.
I know.
Like, you know how kids are. Like, sometimes they can, when they don't fully, well, I assume that they don't fully understand consequences. Like,
yeah.
Like, if you're a kid, like, if you've grown up, like, with the understanding that you never really done, like, I always grew up with some pretty, like, hard, well, not so much harsh, but more, like, I had, like, a lot of expectations placed on me kind of thing.
Oh, really?
And it's kind of like, you know, you make a mistake, like anything bad that tends to happen.
There's always going to be a consequence, basically.
Not supposed
It's
to
what
have a
you learn.
consequence. It's more that it's because of your actions. So I kind of grew up under the idea of, you know, when something bad happens, like when I'm involved in a bad thing, most of the time it's my fault.
Oh, yeah.
You know, and my parents have always been that sort of, you know, they kind of place that blame on me, and then, you know, that kind of thing
This
kind
is
of
your fault. It's like whether it's good or bad. It's like something good happens.
Yeah.
This is your fault. It's like, okay.
Yeah. I mean, like in their defense, like most of the time it was always my fault. Like I made a mess. I mean, like
it's
you know,
like you feel
go-
like everything, the whole world revolves on whatever you do.
it's not supposed to like the whole world like revolves around all your actions. It's more that when you don't learn when you don't fully understand that your actions has consequences, and you know, insert meme where the kid goes high pitch.
Oh,
That kind of. Sorry.
oh, you know what? Let's get ourselves into this world.
Yeah, let's go in. Shit, I lost my train of thought now. Actions has consequences. Yes. Yeah, if you grow up not really understand, like if you grew up like in a life where you believe none of your actions had consequences, that kind of it kind of really, you're not really gonna grow up right. Is what I'm saying.
Especially when, well, that also the part as well as like if you don't parent well enough as well.
Okay, yeah, like
It also lies down on the parents as well, because if you bring up your kid in a bad way, teaching them bad things and all that stuff, they're gonna grow up bad.
I mean,
Well, not always, not all the time, but
yeah, like I don't like to make sweeping statements saying like if you do this, it will always be this.
it's not always. But most likely, it's very likely it's gonna happen.
I don't, we're not parents. I mean, we're far from that. And like,
Nah,
you know, I don't know what. I mean, I'm not sure what kind of parent I'll be. You know, I always
the good parent or the bad parent.
Like growing up, I was like kind of under that impression of like,
well, at least
I would never like, given how like, you know, like my dad was always kind of hard on me, so I'd be like, yeah.
Hey, at least you didn't grow up with my parents. My parents just beat me.
Yikes, dude. Like, is it the old slap in the head kind of thing?
No, with the freaking cane.
Jesus Christ. That's some old school parenting right there.
Hey, at least it's not as bad as what my dad what happened to my dad. My grandmother would tie my dad to a rubber tree and beat him.
Okay, wow. Are you actually serious right now?
Yeah. He has like 4 other siblings, and I reckon I would be sorry she would beat them too. They're Malaysians, what do you expect?
Jesus Christ.
My dad grew up in the Malaysian way.
Hey, look, it's tangled. That's a
On
nice...
that crude note, it's tangled. Sure, why not?
Why not?
It's like,
nothing bad ever happens.
Let's just break away from the beating thing, and
no kids ever got beaten up, you know, by their parents, as far as I'm concerned. Jesus Christ.
Also, speaking of parenting, this is also about parenting too. Like the witch in this story, she's like parenting like this Rapunzel.
Yeah. Here's the thing. It's like, it's very manipulative kind of style of parenting where
the weather is great.
it's the kind of parenting where
Perfect for a picnic.
like it's under the like.
This
Okay,
is
she's using love as a way to control Rapunzel, really.
Yeah.
Which is kind
also
of
a little bit.
it's kind of ingenious in a way as far as villain plans go, like, you know, because she understands, like, you know, oh, if I mistreat her, then she's definitely going to like want to go away, that kind of thing.
Also, if I mistreat her, I'm gonna die because her
I'm
hair.
probably gonna die, yes.
Because her hair is part of her life force now.
Oh my god. You know what's crazy? I always forget the voice of Flynn Rider in Tangled is also the same guy. What's his name? Zachary Levi? It's the same guy who plays Shazam.
Wait, the adult Shazam, is it?
Yeah, the superhero. No, not the adult.
The live
adult
action
version, yeah.
The live action adult version of Shazam.
Yes.
Yeah, is what you're trying to get at, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Thanks for mansplaining that shit to me.
And not let you like do it yourself and struggle all the way through. which could
exactly,
be
yeah.
which could be like 100% more agonizing than it is.
Okay, let's send these
Could
guys
be.
packing.
Say, since you three seem to know what you're doing, mind if I leave this one to you?
Yep, we'll take care of them. Go on, skedaddle.
You said skedaddle
Have
anymore.
my thanks. Whew. The horse
I don't know, maybe he
mouth
just picked it
don't
up
need
somewhere.
any monsters on
No, I'm just saying like
You know,
in modern
Oh,
speech.
nothing.
I know
Does anyone like say skedaddle anymore? Like, go on.
Sora probably would, because considering all the worlds he's visited, he picked up all kinds of
Okay, no.
languages.
Yeah, not the point I'm trying to make here. Like in actual talk, like would you like if we were like like if I told you just skedaddle, get out of my room now, right now.
Maybe
out of my house,
maybe
skedaddle.
more like America. Maybe
That might be
like
more.
American
That might be
than
more like a
anything.
yeah. That could be like American or more like old English slang kind of thing. Like you don't really like here in Australia, like no one really says that.
Alright.
I'm generally just say piss off, and that's
No, that's Australia.
that's
Say bugger off.
or bugger off. Yeah, well, that's exactly what I'm saying. God, it's not like it's like you don't listen when I talk.
Yeah.
You know?
I don't know. I did that a couple of times already.
Yeah, I do that too as well.
Yep.
I mean,
Come on, let's just finish up this fight and see where Flynn's gone off to.
Oh boy. Come on. These guys.
I
What do you-
I like this ride.
Really? Look, I'm gonna be honest. I'm not a fan of like the attraction rides, like
really?
the attraction attacks.
Oh really?
It's just I don't know. It's,
But out of all of them, at least you should have at least a favorite, right?
I'd say it'd be the carousel one.
Carousel one? Yeah. I don't like the carousel
At
one
the very
because I
least,
hate the
it's-
rhythm games.
Oh yeah, that's why. I like the carousel one because it's the one that doesn't feel like it goes on forever.
Oh right, you're right.
It's the only one that doesn't feel like that doesn't make me go oh my god, just let it end now.
And me.
Just end it now.
Yeah, like kill me.
Kill
Huh?
me.
Where's Lindo?
Again, yeah, just going back to how I was talking about. I just really miss the Kingdom Hearts 2 battle system.
Huh?
Or even at least like even
But that away.
Birth by Sleep's battle,
Just a
even
dead end.
Birth by Sleep's battle system, and it's like kind of
Perhaps
level
puzzle
progression was interesting
Right.
because like so this game
say
like
we
you
investigate.
get all the different forms by collecting the different keyblades,
Yes.
and that you get this from finishing certain worlds. In Birth by Sleep, and correct me if I'm wrong, because it's been a while since I last played it.
Mhm.
I kind of want to play it. Actually, I want to play it again now.
Which is?
Birth by Sleep.
Oh,
So
Birth by
that was the PSP one.
Uh,
Out of the hand, okay. So out of all the
I wonder if we
handheld,
can. I wonder if we can link it to the TV.
okay. I'm sorry. Can you? Wow, I might.
Sorry. No. I'm sorry. I'm going a bit of a tangent as soon as you said that because like
No, I'm joking. Dude, I've got the game. Like,
you
it's-
do, but
Flynn?
What do you mean?
I know you do, but
No, I
wonder if
mean
there's
it's
any way you can do
no.
it.
It's like it's included in the like the HD remix.
Oh, right, you are.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
They got it in the HD remix.
Oh, okay.
So Birth by Sleep is. I mean, I don't think like if you're watching this, I'm pretty sure you know the games. It's the prequel to all Kingdom Hearts. Well, okay, not the prequel, like not the beginning. I mean, that's Kingdom Hearts Key. That's really the very in terms of like
Birth by Sleep is
in
like
terms of timeline, you've got Kingdom Hearts Key,
Yep.
and then you got Birth by Sleep. So Birth by Sleep is like 10 years prior to the first Kingdom Hearts game.
yeah,
So
okay.
that came out in the PSP. It was also the reason why I bought a PSP.
Ooh. Okay.
Yeah, I loved that game. And
Oh, these
yeah.
surely aren't heartless at all.
Oh god, that's. Oh yeah, really? He's gonna
You're just gonna burn them all.
burn them all.
Burn it all down.
It's like the leprechaun from like in The Simpsons when he talks to Ralph.
Oh god.
You're a good laddie. Now you know what to do. Burn the house down.
Oh god.
Burn them all.
Oh god.
Anyways, what was I saying? Yeah, so in like Birth by Sleep,
Yeah.
the level progression was like you had to do like I think you had to do certain things to sort of unlock. Yeah, basically you had to like use like certain spells or even like a number of times to unlock the next kind of like unlock a new form. And I thought it was really so rather than having to just collect the key, like get a new keyblade, get a new form at the end of each world, their level of progression was like you had to discover them for yourself.
Oh.
Use a certain moves a certain like use a magic move at certain amount of times. You unlock the magics. You unlock the magic form.
Ooh.
Use or use like physical attacks, like certain physical special attacks.
Oh, you can't use it.
Yeah.
Oh.
So they use the so the whole
safe, right?
like how in here like you have the actually no, it's not so much the same here. It's almost similar.
Now Sora's gone
It's more
too.
like Kingdom Hearts drop dream distance.
Dream drop distance.
Dream drop
This
distance.
way, guys.
Drop dream.
Okay, so as much as I love the Kingdom Hearts series, my god,
You can't name them to save your life.
Tetsuya Nomura, please, can you like give us a game, Kingdom Hearts game with a normal title, please? Okay.
It's like so it's gonna be like what's it, Kingdom Hearts Lucid or something.
Oh, Jesus! You know what? The weird thing is, it's so weird that it's almost possible that could be a Kingdom Hearts title.
Probably would.
It would be.
Oh my.
I do like.
He's like, I'm interested. I was like, I like this.
Hello. Hello.
It's like, I'm really into this.
Oh. Harder.
It's like harder.
How you doing? This is Flynn Rider.
I like how. I guess the one thing I do like with Kingdom Hearts 3 is just. Okay. When I replayed 1 and 2, the way they sort of did this Disney stories was less than like. It's so much more worse than I remembered. Especially like Kingdom Hearts 2's. I feel like you know what's weird? I feel like I've said this before in a previous episode, and I'm just repeating myself right now. Anyways, I did not like how they did like particularly Mulan. Mulan's was the worst. It also didn't help.
Like you didn't really fight the Huns as much, didn't you? Don't you?
Yeah, no, you literally just fought one Hun. And that was Shan Yu? Yeah, Shan Yu.
The leader, right?
Yeah, that's literally the only Hun you fight. Everyone else is like a Heartless.
Maybe that's his army.
Yeah. It's quite nice that they
replaced
honestly,
the Hun.
yeah.
They replaced the Hun.
I will say they did a lot better job with the with the Disney worlds, I'd say.
In Kingdom Hearts 3?
Yeah.
Okay.
In terms
Yeah,
of
well,
in comparison to 1 and 2.
Yeah. Like, well, at least the well, it's understandable because they have like constantly been working on this for a while now. Yeah. And basically, the first Kingdom Hearts is just them in the rough.
And that's
But that is still pretty good job though.
No, it wasn't so much a pretty good job. It's just more like, so when you take like all the story, like especially like the first Kingdom Hearts game, they didn't really follow the the Disney story. It just sort of like it makes it kind of makes sense that it's not so much you're following the exact story of how it was in the movies.
But the thing is, you also had to plug in the antagonist, like basically, Sora's antagonist would be the Heartless.
I know. It also just mean like, it's just sometimes they didn't do a very good job. Like,
something brought you
I don't know.
Flynn Rider.
They weren't like they weren't doing it for me. Basically, it was just so. I mean, it's so it's kind of forgettable in a sense. And that's probably like, it's just so much more forgettable. With this one, at least like they're trying to be more closer to the movies themselves.
Oh yeah.
At the same time, it just sort of feels weird because like I feel like I'm just watching the movie, but then I like in the back of my mind.
But we're also interacting with it as Sora.
We're not so much interacting with Sora. It's just more like in the back of my mind, Sora, Goofy, and Donald are also here for some reason.
it's like movie.
Yeah,
and also Sora got
that was like me with like
too.
That was me with the Frozen world.
The Frozen world was a mess.
Starts, like where Elsa starts singing "Let It Go," and I'm like, this is. Wait,
this is basically the movie.
I mean, I feel like I'm watching the movie, and then suddenly Sora, Donald, and Goofy are there.
I guess that's
okay.
That's what the
you know what?
are.
That's pretty much my feelings to like the Disney worlds.
Oh yeah.
It's just I feel like I'm watching the Disney movie, or like it feels like I'm watching a very cut down version of the Disney stories. But Sora, Donald, and Goofy are always there. Also, okay, they also have this.
Look
Every
at that.
time they address all three together, it's always Sora, Donald, and Goofy. I think I've said this before.
Never someone else's. Actually, also,
You know,
although
For once, I just like them. I would like them to sort of like mix it up a bit. Like, oh hey, Goofy, Donald, Sora.
actually no. Oh wait, the way they're addressed is what you're saying, is it?
It's always that order: Sora, Donald, Goofy.
Oh right, sure. I don't
Yeah,
know
you don't
why,
know. You haven't noticed that?
No, I
In
did
the
notice it. It's
even
just
in the
that,
previous games, they always refer when they refer to all three of them together. It's always Sora, Donald, Goofy.
Oh yeah.
You know, again, mix it up a bit. Alright. Oh hey, Donald, Sora, Goofy.
Oh, we got a
Hey,
gold
Sora.
collector.
Hey, Goofy. Hey, Donald. You
we
know,
got a collector's goal.
Ooh,
So
uh-oh.
we got a hungry gem.
I mean, I'm just nitpicking here, but you know what I mean.
Yeah, fair enough.
You know what I mean.
We got a whole bunch of stuff that we can make now, more or less.
Yeah, but we're not gonna make them yet, are we?
No, there's one specific thing that we want to make, and it's here, somewhere. But we only got these two so far, so no.
Yeah, we might have to wait a bit before we can
Ooh,
make
the
that.
shield looks really nice.
That looks pretty cool. Looks
No,
impractical, but it's cool nevertheless.
You know when looking at the shield, you know what it reminds me of?
What?
Digimon, Hagurumon. The Digimon that looks like a couple of cogs. You're gonna need to look this up.
I'm looking this up. It's been too long. What's
The reason why Hagurumon.
Hagu. Oh. Ah, so it is.
The reason why I was thinking that is because
Okay, in my defense, I don't think I ever seen him in the anime. I'm assuming you remember him because he was in the games.
no, he was in an anime, but
Was
I
he
can't
in the
remember
anime?
which one it was. There was like the reason why for that is because the cogs, Hagurumon will not work if one of the cogs are missing.
So basically, if one of them is missing, he's dead.
No, he won't work. He's a machine. He's a machine Digimon.
But he's alive.
Yeah.
So he'll be dead.
I'm not sure about that because
Or
he'll start working again once you bring the missing cog back.
But does he remember?
I'm pretty sure he would.
Oh my
Because
god.
I remember there was like one episode, but I can't remember what Digimon episode it was, where they found a not working Hagurumon, and then they returned the cog to him, and he actually just right himself again.
It has been so long. I can barely remember.
Unfortunately, I wish I knew which Digimon it was.
Which one was it? Was it the first one? Was it the one with the Digimon Tamers with the cards? Was it the other one with the mask, where they're all wearing masks?
I don't know. I don't.
That one had
remember.
that third one with the one with the mask, that had a kick-ass theme song.
I can't remember which one it was though.
Digimon, ignited as one.
I can't remember which one it was. It was the one where the kids went into the digital world.
That's literally all of them.
No, not the first
except
one.
for Tamers. Except for Tamers, they didn't. Technically, they didn't go. Wait, did they go into Digimon Tamers?
No, not really. Not until near the end of the
Okay, well, so
season.
yeah, technically all of them, they all went to the Digimon.
But not in the beginning though.
No, they did. Pretty sure they did. They literally got Isekai into the Digiverse in the first episode of the first one, Kelvin.
No, but
Unless you're talking about the second season where it's like a new cast and they all kind of like grown up a bit.
My head hurts. I don't even remember what it was. The first one is the first one's when they were using cards, right?
No, that's the third season.
Third one? Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
that's Digimon Tamers.
Tamers. Okay. Yeah, Tamers didn't go into the digital world until like later, way later.
Way later, yeah. But still, technically, they went into the Digiworld, so therefore my statement still stands.
No, this one is they got sucked in unwillingly.
Yeah, so they got Isekai'd into the Digiworld.
Yes. But the thing is, it's definitely not that one. But it has to be one of the other two then. It must be one of the
Fine,
other
I'm
two.
looking it up now. I'm looking it up.
But I can't remember. I don't think it's the one with them wearing masks. So
God, I love that theme song. So,
Of course.
dude, it was a kick-ass theme. They didn't make those kick-ass theme songs these days now. Especially, like, you remember when, like, in the old anime, like, there's old days of anime, rather than, you know, use the original opening, they would write their own songs.
Alright.
Like, okay, say what you will about the One Piece 4Kids dub, that intro was the shits.
Okay.
Even if it is rapping.
even though 4Kids ruined the anime,
They still ruined the anime, yes.
and also they didn't continue any further.
Yeah, pretty much. Well, would you want them to though?
No.
No.
Unless they fix their fixes.
Hang on, so they were in Tamers as well. He was in Tamers.
What?
So there's a Hagurumon in
In every
so there's
Digimon?
Adventure, Tamers, Savers, and Fusion.
I'm pretty
What
sure
is
there was like
Fusion?
one that he or she, whatever this Hagurumon is.
I'm pretty sure
Isn't.
Hagurumon doesn't have a gender. Hagurumon is okay. They're calling him a him here. But
So
do they
is it
have-
he?
Is it a he?
Could be a he.
I mean,
Uh,
Hagurumon is Hagurumon. Like,
yeah.
I'm like, I guess we can assume. Hang on. Digimon Adventure. Okay, so he was in the second season of Adventure.
Oh, okay.
And seen during the final battle. No, wait, he was in the first one. So you had two Hagurumon as Machine Dramon's advisor and delivered his orders to his army, as well as the Escouts, Mega Dramon, and Giga Dramon.
I'm pretty sure there was like one episode where a Hagurumon was missing a cog and they had to fix him.
Yeah, you know, I'm not gonna bother trying to find that episode.
Yeah, let's
'cause
not.
I feel like that's gonna be another. That's a day in itself.
Also, I think we're done here.
I think we're done here.
we done here. So until next time, we're gonna go with.
Dude, we should play Digimon World.
I remember playing Digimon World 3.
Well, I never played, but I was like Digimon
although-
World 3. You know, we can probably play that one.
But how do we do that though? Because yeah,
Do you think they have it on like PlayStation Network?
possible. Yeah. I can just say this. I got this by questionable means. I bought like Digimon World 3.
Like from like
But,
it's
a store that
it's the
pirates
shit-
games.
it's the pirated version, and you have to chip your PlayStation for it.
Well, to be fair, my PlayStation I
tried
bought it
that
from
once.
Malaysia,
I tried to get my PlayStation 2 chip once.
but
Apparently, okay, I wanted to get like I told my dad I wanted to get my PlayStation 2 chip so I can play pirated games.
and what did he say?
Well, you know, okay, we didn't know where to do it though. We thought there was a place that could, but
I
it,
doubt
like
it.
when we tried to go there, I think it had already closed down.
Ooh.
So I had made my dad drive us all the way to the shop that probably wasn't even open, carrying
Oh.
my PS. So I never got my
PlayStation 2 chipped.
yeah.
So
I had to play.
So for
I
right
had
now,
to play. Yeah,
it's sitting around somewhere in your room and it's still not chipped.
I mean, it's not in this room at the moment, but
Oh, wherever it's sitting right now.
yeah,
Okay.
yeah. I had to play. I had to legally play my games like a good little boy. Meanwhile, you know, all my friends are like illegally downloading all their games and then playing them on their chipped PS2s.
Not really. Well, I bought mine from Malaysia, so that's the thing. I bought my PlayStation 1 from Malaysia, as well as all the games. So it already comes in pre-chipped.
Fun.
But yeah, we're going on a tangent again. But nonetheless,
When have we never been on a tangent? I feel like we've gone on a tangent like so much.
never. That the tangents gets tangents.
I feel like we're so much on a tangent that it's
It just goes full
that you can
circle back.
calculate it with the cost and sign.
Could you imagine? We just go into so many tangents. We go back to where we started from.
So many tangents. I want to make a math joke, but like I haven't done like high school math in so long, and now I completely forgot.
Do we even really need high school maths? Like a number of those?
I mean, it's good to know some basic maths.
It's good to know some basic maths, but I feel like a number of the other
Not
maths
unless-
we learned
Well,
is
not unless
not
you-
necessary.
Not unless you're like a mathematician or or like
I'm guessing
or you're a physicist. I feel like that.
unless that's what the school is trying to aim for, like it's trying to like weed out like the mathematicians, so then they can aspire to become something better.
Anyways, good night, everybody.
Good night.
Good night. We should probably end it here before we go into any more of a tangent.
or a tangent of a tangent.
You know, I've been saying tangent so many times, I'm kind of sick of saying the word tangent now.
We just need a tangent counter now.
Okay, we can stop here now.